former Alberta Golden Bear, as his head coach, Chris Knobloch. Batherson, first Tutzla, back to Batherson, a backhand shot. And Stuart Skinner makes the stop.
Stuart Skinner is 6'4". He's a big goaltender. You got to get it around him. Haven't had the season, or the starts to the season that they've wanted.
Josh Norris wins that face-off for Ottawa. Thomas Chabot, a long shot. Skinner down, the puck loose in front. Norris couldn't reach it. Now Gregg back with it. Ridley Gregg winds in with Tkachuk and Norris. Gregg shovels it back in front. It goes just wide. Tkachuk with a chance at the side of the goal. And Gregg trying to feed that back in front. Picked out by Puck Colson, the former Vancouver Canuck. So it's the Norris line out there against McDavid. As Evan Bouchard works in, shoots, scores! Evan Bouchard the dash. And the Oilers take a 1-0 lead.
And he had some quality chances at the other end. Now Puck Colson is going to chip it back to Draisaitl. Now it's Evan Bouchard. He's got space. He's going to create a little space for himself, weave through the middle of the ice. And that's a curl and drag on Thomas Chabot as he gets caught reaching on the play and just elevates it underneath the bar.
He had a tough night against Montreal last night. He was -3. Came with 1 goal in his last 10 games, but that's what he does. He had 18 goals last year as a defenseman for Edmonton. Signed to a bridge contract by Edmonton a couple years ago. Now arbitration eligible at the end of this season. That might be a big number. Here's a Hopkins, a long shot, saved by Omar. Amadio with it. Moves it back to center ice. Bouchard had it knocked away. Amadio works in. Amadio shoots. Give him a stop. Now bounces off the sideboard to Shane Pinto. Plays it back around. Jeff Skinner. Puck on the boards by Zub. And now Amadio with it. Amadio feeds that down for Perron. Loose puck in front. Still there. Downside by being a free agent in the offseason. Was in Bakersfield of the American League until last week. Brown plays it across to Kulak, but Kulak a long shot, and that's gloved by Omar. Also blocked by Sanderson. Zub got away the first one. Now Gregg walks in, feeds it back in front for Norris with a chance, and Skinner makes the stop. Here's Jensen. Stutzla kept that alive. Jensen knocks it down, banks that down to Batherson. Throws it back in front, they score! Stutzla! A sweet feed from Batherson, and the game is tied at 1. 99th career goal for Tim Stutzla.
It's a loose puck battle. Drake Batherson doesn't give up on it. It's back down to the point. Nick Jensen's going to shrink the point. Drew down low. Now watch Drake Batherson wrap it right around the net. Troy Stecher unable to get stick on puck that goes right through him. Stutzla in the high slot.
Against his idol, Leon Draisaitl. Ekholm plays that back in, knocked down by Omar. Bouchard plays it back in for Puck Colson, shoots past it, rebound, score, McDavid! And just like that, Edmonton retakes the lead. 35 seconds after Ottawa tied it.
The puck doesn't get out. Right here, Artem Zub looking for a direct pass. He misses Pinto. Now watch Puck Colson. Throws it towards the net. This hits the left pad of Linus Ullmark and bounces out right to Connor McDavid. He's available. Jake Sanderson gets stick on stick, and McDavid gives his team a 2-1 lead.
McDavid for Draisaitl. Has a look, has time, goes back across, that goes off the skate of Pinto. Back to McDavid. To Bouchard. For McDavid, walks in and shoots, scores! Connor McDavid's got 2. It's a power play goal and a 3-1 Edmonton lead.
And the Oilers, they're at their best on the power play when there's motion. In this last opportunity, this is where McDavid starts to get some motion. Bouchard back to McDavid. And this comes around the right shin pad of Artem Zub. I think Linus Ullmark picks this up late.
Back at the point, Bouchard. In for Draisaitl. Has a look. Feeds it back in front. Hyman with a quick chance. Ullmark makes the save.
Earlier he tried to force feed it. This is just a beautiful little feather play to Hyman. He gets all of it.
Draisaitl picks it free. In with McDavid. Draisaitl feeds it back across. That was knocked away by Sanderson. And Gaudette feeds that back to center ice. Henrique was leveled there by Greg. And a chance in front for Draisaitl. Scores! Leon Draisaitl slides that through Ullmark. It's 4-1 Edmonton.
Tries to force feed it over to McDavid. Now here's a turnover in the neutral zone. McDavid again finds Draisaitl behind coverage as he slides in behind Jake Sanderson and opens up Ullmark, changes the angle.
Brought back by Draisaitl along with Jeff Skinner. Runners are changing. Rick wide pass to McDavid coming off the bench. He shoots. Ullmark makes the stop. McDavid. That pass ticked away by Pinto. And brought up by Amadio, who splits the D. In comes Amadio, shoots at the goalpost.
Really good job defensively here on Connor McDavid to turn that puck over. Now Amadio off to the races, outside, inside, and Evan Bouchard.
By Kulak. Now looking for a spark here late in this period.
Need something, Gord, to draw off of.
Norris wrapper tries Skinner down, and Skinner comes across to make that stop.
With a quick jam play on this short side. Bouncing puck on Stetcher. Here it is. Norris, look at where Skinner is. He's actually on the blocker side. And Norris comes back, tries to go short side, and Skinner
batted down by Ekholm, and the puck picked up by Bouchard. In comes McDavid. Racing in, feeds it back for Bouchard. Stopped by Ullmark, who's able to squeeze that. Another dash from the Oiler captain.
There's a collision at the blue line. There's the redirect by Bouchard. Good players.
Just never got traction in Vancouver.
No.
Here's Stutzer with the steal. Winds in, trying to flip it back in front. There's a second chance, and Skinner makes the stop. McDavid feeds it back to Nugent Hopkins, and Bouchard can't hold the line. Out of the box, in comes Batherson, stopped by Skinner.
And here's the shorthanded chance for Batherson, out of the box, and
a chance for Stützle moving in. He whistled that wide. Stützle back on it. Works it back in front of backhand shot. Skinner makes the save on that. Chips that to Kulak. Mentioned Ottawa's road schedule in December. 9 straight away from home in December and January. There's a chip score. Nugent Hopkins on the deflection, tips it by Ullmark, and it's 5-1.
It seemed like a harmless play on the entry. Through the neutral zone, a bouncing puck. Derek Ryan gets underneath the stick, looking for options. There it is, a little saucer passes. Nugent Hopkins is going to win a foot race behind Artem Zub. It drops on his stick, a little one touch that elevates.
Shabbat winds his way in, throws it back in front, and that shot by Tkachuk goes wide. I say that as a Giants fan. Throwing myself on the cold.
Suffering Giants fan.
In comes Stützle, shoots from a sharp angle. Skinner makes the stop. Tkachuk digs it free.
Tkachuk's going to throw it wide. He does the rest. It's around Evan Bouchard and tries that little short side shot that.
Here comes Tkachuk across the line. Brady Tkachuk works in. Spins back in the corner. Feeds that back to Jensen. A long shot. Scores! Nick Jensen with a shot that caroms in. And Ottawa has it second. The official are going to talk this over.
It looked close to a high stick. You see Stuart Skinner with the reaction as well. You saw the referee, Mike Sullivan, wave all 4 in. Here's a good move by Brady Tkachuk down low. Low to high. Now watch. Puck gets thrown towards the net. There, the swipe Norris. Yeah, Josh Norris with the swipe at it. You know, now where the question is, where does it hit his stick?
Right, and is it above the crossbar?
The call on the ice is a good goal. The play's under review.
It's close.
Giroux tries to flip that ahead. Stützle with a bouncing puck corrals that. Feeds it back and pulls it. Skinner, a great stop there on Batherson. And they'll buckle up again, ready for Vegas. on Thursday night. 5-2, Edmonton wins it as Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl put on a show.